What up, D Gang? It's your boy D Chevy Boy. Today I'm with my boy E.
Yo, what up?
Got my boy E in the building. Today we kind of doing something different. Today he's supposed to be showing me how to weld exactly. Like, I don't know. We ain't no type of professionals at all, but I don't know what I'm doing at all with this. Like, I done seen it before. I didn't know it was so many different types of welds and all this other stuff, bro. Could you explain, bro?
Yeah, bro. So basically, what we got right here is just a Miller TIG. It's a fucking stick and TIG welder, and then behind it is a MIG welder.
So, what do you use? What do you use it for? What is this? You was just explaining this.
So this shit right here, this is just a stick. This is a rod. You can weld with this. So you'll basically stick it up to your connection here.
So, is this the welder or is this the generator?
So this is the welder.
All
The
right.
generator's behind here. So this, you'll stick it up into your connection.
Okay. Okay.
All your leads got that connection.
So, is that not the ground? That's the ground.
Yeah, that's the ground.
So that's like the positive and shit, and that's what makes the shit like start sparking and shit, right?
Yeah, this is your stinger.
All right.
So this is actually what you're gonna be welding with. So you flip it. There's two different processes. That's for your TIG. This is for your stick. And then whatever you're welding, when you're running stick on metal, you're gonna run in negative. I mean, there's times when you would run your electrode in positive, depending on the metal type and the shit that you're running. But regular metal, you're just gonna run negative.
How do you know which metal do you gotta run? Like, I know it's thicker metals, but how would I know? Like,
So-
how would I know that I'm running it too hot if the metal's not thick? Thick enough. That makes sense.
So if you're running too hot, your puddle's gonna just be falling. You're not gonna be running.
Oh, okay.
Well. It's gonna be all runny and shit, you know. And the bead profile, the way your weld actually looks, it all determines on your settings.
So is this voltage or what? Is this how much is it? Okay, it's pushing out.
Yeah. So this one you can do 100 amps.
What is a good range for a type of metal?
So if we're doing like thin metal and you want to do stick, we'd probably set your amps to like, I know in volts, so we would go over here to, let's see, we don't have a,
Okay, got a whole little.
let's see, this is dial DC.
Output and
Yeah,
stuff.
so if I want to run like 33, 28 volts on DC, I mean,
It's kind of self-explanatory. If you figure this out, then if you figure this out, cause this is the base on the metal, which you can figure that out if that kind of makes sense, gang. Like
your dial percentage and shit like that.
Like I said, I'm a dummy when it comes to this shit. I don't really know. This is my first time actually. I didn't weld it before. This is my first time actually like trying to learn this shit. I was doing it for fun back in the day, so it's.
Yeah, this is basically what you have. Let's say we're gonna weld this right here. I got everything all tied up because I haven't found something to use this yet with. But you would just run it like that, and then just do some type of manipulation. Depending on this one, you can do like little weaves.
Okay, so I be seeing people follow the weld with this stick.
So that's a whole different process, bro. So this is stick.
So
this is like good for like if I'm gonna weld shit like this pipe, like bullshit outside, you know, like this is fucking good outside, bro.
So like we could probably weld something to this. Let's just say we can want it to weld something to it just to have a back or something. You'll use that.
Just, like say we wanted to weld this little joint right here, we just weld it.
So
and it'd be good outside.
Would it? What? Give me a second. So, would you want to weld a exhaust with that?
Yeah.
You
If
could.
I was outside, you know, and like if I like if that's just like anything outside, because I mean you don't need shielding gas. Your shielding gas is already in the flux
Okay.
surrounding the
So
it's an
basically,
electro flux like.
if you got this welder, and of course your generator, you gotta have your source of electricity. But more of the story is so basically a plug and play, right? So like basically you plug it into the generator, put your negative on, whatever, you ready to go, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
the negatives, like this ground right here you're talking about, or the negative.
So on a negative, you can plug it in anywhere. You can plug it in right here if you wanted to, right?
Oh, yeah, on negative, yeah. So like that's metal.
Okay.
So anything metal, you know, like yeah, fuck yeah. Electropositive is for like.
So where would I want to have that? Oh, okay, never mind. It's common sense. It's a plug and play.
Yeah, so
Cause
every type
that
of yeah,
that
every
confused
lead.
me right there, but that clamps onto.
Yeah, so this is stick, bro. So this will go. Your connections are like this all the time on your leads, depending on your machine.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just twist it, boom,
It's locked in.
locked in, and you can run electropositive or electronegative depending on your shit. The times when you would run electropositive is for like special shit, like if your metal is magnetized.
Mm-hmm.
I think even like, I know there's a lot more reasons, but I wouldn't know. I haven't done enough field work, I guess you would say.
Okay. Could you explain? I see it's a feet pedal down there. When would you?
So yeah, bro. Fucking
Man, God, there's so many different types of things to this welding stuff, and
so now this is a TIG connection. Dude, what the fuck? Is there a wasp in my shit now? Okay, look. This is a TIG connection right here. So what this does, you can weld this shit.
so basically this part plugs into right here.
This shit is what you'd be welding with. So this is the shit that I do right here. I did this a lot in shops, bro. Fucking, you know, I learned on aluminum. This is basically what it is. So if you were gonna run aluminum, you'd switch your current to AC low, AC high, depending on the thickness
Of the aluminum.
yeah, or the characteristics of the metal and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, whatever setting you would have, come and set this shit. What I like to do is since you got a pedal, you would just put your power all the way high. That way you have maximum power at all times, depending on your shit. And then that's when you were talking about this little filler, bro. Where basically you got gas that runs from this shit. It runs through this vector nozzle.
So
This vector,
let
this
let
vector gauge.
let me explain. So he's basically, you got, this is your connection that's gonna go basically, I don't know if it's a gas tank, propane tank, whatever. It's a source of gas that's basically running, going to this, and he's welding with that. If that don't make sense, guys. So I know it's kind of hard to see, but go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so basically, the way this works is whatever you're gonna weld. Let's say let's say this was metal and you want to do a little lap joint right there.
Mm-hmm.
You would just come through and get on your pedal. And the way your pedal works is as soon as you have this, you just press your pedal and you got your arc.
Would you want to push it all the way down to the floor, or would you like to little baby it like a car?
Baby it like a car, you know. You're gonna start off and see where you're at.
Okay.
And then you're gonna kind of find your arc and you're gonna wiggle your torch to get that first connection. Because if you just stay like that, it might be hard to just start right away. You know, you gotta kind of like catch it. So you'll feel it start, you'll feel it arc, psh, and then you'll see how much to start putting. If you push this pedal down all the way, you'll blow a big hole without adding any filler wire, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where your heat comes in. But if at the same time, if you just needed enough heat just to fuse it without filler wire, you could. So you can literally just run this whole. If this was another piece of sheet metal right here, you could run a whole lap just without the filler.
Basically, you're using that in your hand, and let me see it. You chasing it with this, trying to keep it straight, right? So if I wanted to seal this line right here, I would be running that in front and chasing it, keeping it straight, or was I be?
It depends. It depends on your style. That's where welding style comes in.
Okay.
So, and it becomes in feed. So like, I think the best TIG welders have the best feed. So you can. There's all types of ways to feed. So you can throw it between your fingers like that.
Mm-hmm.
And close it and go like that. You can. I've seen people go like this, and then they go like that. I've seen people do all types of shit. You know, it's like everyone holds a pencil a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone does shit like that. My way is I go like that.
Damn, my boy, slinging it.
Shit.
It's too funny, Gage.
No, that's how it be, bro.
No, but that makes sense. Welder style, I like that.
And the way I did it, if you want to stack diamonds, this shit out in the neighbor's fucking window right here. Like, what the fuck? And what you would do, you would get your arc, psh, dab, move, dab.
So
move,
is it easy to dab?
Move, dab,
okay.
Move. It's hard to dab. That's gonna be the hard part of learning this shit. Because at the same time, you can't dab. Okay, so let's fucking put this in, like, if we're gonna for real weld, bro. So when you for real weld, you're gonna have to, your tungsten's gonna have to be out a little bit. So when you to adjust it, all you really have to do is just take this top part off. So you just unscrew it a little bit, and you can adjust your thing. When you're welding aluminum, you're gonna have a little ball like that at the end. And then you just set it. I mean, you could come in here with a gauge and set it to the correct shit if you're doing like for fucking real critique shit. But in this case, we're not. So you want to dab. So I'm welding right here. You want to dab right in the little keyhole. You don't want to touch. If you touch this, you're gonna go bzzz, and then you're gonna be stuck like that, and then you're gonna be, you know, you're gonna do that a shitload of times when you're first learning. But the best key that I found is to just keep space, bro, with your arc and angle, and just dab and find a good spot to rest when you're gonna be feeding, you know. Like, let's say we're really gonna find anywhere you can to just, you know, post up. You can post up like that and weld up, and you would be feeding down.
Hold on, so say that one more time. We gotta explain that one more time.
If we were if we were just welding straight like that, I wanna base my pinky somewhere. So I'm gonna be pressing my pedal, and then I'll be feeding. So
okay,
I'll be. It's kind of hard to show with the wire not disappearing. That's basically how it is. But if you wanted to run all this, you would have to get in a position to where you can feed your wire
all the way.
And be able to roll as much as you can. But I mean, sorry, dog. Over here,
that already popped me a few times.
It poked in your nose and shit. Yeah, so. And then that's another thing too. There's no way. I mean, you can if you just free. If you
so with the wire be disappearing from the heat or what?
Yeah. And then
okay.
So that's basically TIG welding.
Would you? So you would want to TIG exhaust together, right?
Fuck yeah! Like if you're doing some badass turbo builds and like shit like that, you know, like intercooler piping. Where's my intercooler? Oh, it's in back of my truck. Yeah, if you were doing like some real nice shit, bro, you'd run this. But this is expensive to run. It costs more because you're running gas. It's harder. It's fucking not everyone can fucking do it. And then you gotta have a lot of like, it's hard to learn how to manipulate your beads and manipulate your puddle, and at the same time feeding wire. That's the big thing, bro. It's like the way I see feeding wire is like the way I see basketball, like dribbling on the court. You gotta be able to dribble, dog.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't dribble, you ain't gonna get no shots unless you catch and shoot. But that,
Or pass it.
yeah, you
If
know.
you pass it, you good for assist, gang. That's about it. You better stand underneath the goal, big man. Catch a rebound or something.
Yeah, so basically, there's all types of fucking shit that gets into this. You get different size cups,
Mhm.
and you can. When they say, you ever heard this term like rocking the cup?
Mm-hmm.
That's when you're just like right here and you're rocking, you're pivoting and moving all in one motion like that, and you're greasing up. It's crazy, and basically it just depends. You can be just fusing like that, rocking your cup. Damn, I know I look fucking I look all fucking not greased up, but I'm all tied up down here, so I can't really do the manipulation. You would just be holding your rod. You wouldn't be dabbing, so you would just be kind of like right there, and then just kind of pulling it, you know. Something like that.
So it's different types. It's different types of welding stuff. Like I didn't know that this welding gets all this deep. Like that's crazy. I'm pretty sure the welding stuff gets like bigger than this type of stuff, right?
Fuck yeah, dude. This shit. I mean, this is a little machine. I mean,
Yeah.
It's an old machine and it looks big because but it's old. But there's big machines, bro, like Synchro Raves or other Millers and shit. I mean, you get into shit like that. I always like Miller Tig, Lincoln Mig. That's what I always fucking ran, bro. So basically, yeah, this is a 3-phase. You're gonna need a 3-phase generator for this shit. I don't have a 3-phase at the moment, so we can't run this one today. But
Man, also guys, if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe for more. I probably won't be doing a video of me welding this video. So next video, it probably will be me welding. So what?
we're gonna run this one.
So yeah, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We out.